So, what's reality, right? Well, whose reality? I will show you mine. You see me working. Once in a while, I find myself overwhelmed with ideas. In such situations, I have to reshuffle the notes on the boards just to free some space up. I offload the new ideas onto the boards. It works like a pensieve. Sometimes I search through old notes and find an interesting thought which I do not recall writing down. Thoughts become forgotten if I do not revisit them. An old thought stands out as relevant to something I currently work on, like a matching piece of a puzzle. It finds a way to the board where I can access it. I do not like using the word mind because you understand it in your own way. However, we have to start from somewhere. So it can be said that the mind is extended. In my case, the very presence of ideas on the board makes them present in my mind. Your mind is extended too, either with a board, a calendar, or a notepad. Smartphones are also often used as an example of extended mind. However, applications of smartphones are much wider. It can also be said that the mind is embedded. I have mountains of old notes around, which I access occasionally. It makes me spatially embedded. My folks makes me socially embedded. I have also my plans and commitments, which makes me embedded in time. Each mind is embedded, situated in a broader spatiotemporal scale. Have you seen that? It is an example that the mind is enactive. Parts of the surroundings invite interactions. You can engage with them physically or mentally. There is plenty of things around you that offer actions. The mind is also embodied. Each has a unique body in terms of size, shape, trained movements. For example, I'm unable to snap my fingers. I didn't learn that yet. The way you move your body influences the way you think. So these are the 4 qualities of the mind: embodied, enactive, embedded, extended. It is a rough guide. Usually, the qualities cannot be clearly separated. I juggle because I am embodied and enactive. I use tools because I am embodied, enactive and extended mind. I will tell you what I understand as a tool. Think of a computer game. You equip items. Some items modify the incoming force, other modify the outgoing force, yet another modify the both forces. In extreme cases, the degree of modification of incoming forces makes the whole body possible to use as a tool. This gives you some idea how I understand a tool. The tool is something which modifies the incoming and outgoing forces in a way that one's body parts can now exert a force to interact with the surroundings. Put simply, a tool changes what is possible to do in a given circumstances. However, that's only one definition. A tool in the brain is something that is attached to the body schema, an interoceptive sense of one's body in a space. Taken together, the mind is investigated by many disciplines. Psychology looks through mind by behavior. Neuroscience observes the activity of the brain. Computer science builds computational models aimed to reflect informational processes in the mind. Linguistics analyzes how the mind is conveyed by the language. Anthropology reflects on cultural factors shaping the mind. You can watch a great TED Talk about that here. Cognitive science attempts to look on the mind holistically as having these 4 E qualities. It is a good introduction, but as you saw with example with tools, the details are still fuzzy. So quest of understanding the reality is not simple. One of the sub-quests is to understand the qualities of the mind, because the mind translates to reality. Everyone's reality is unique, given one's body, offers for action, broad context, and offloaded information. Cheers.